Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you've just started your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with British history read by a native speaker. Together, we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website www.onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love of the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, and share your own language journey. So, whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets in Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Today's episode is called Luna's Tale. Yesterday, Luna, my cat, came home with some bad cuts and refusing to walk on one of her legs. While running around trying to sort out a hire car and an appointment with the vet, I tried to imagine what Luna would say happened if she got the chance to tell me. So today is a little change from the usual, and here is Luna's tale. In the heart of a quaint little village, nestled among the palm trees and colourful houses, there lived a curious cat named Luna. Luna was known throughout the neighbourhood for her adventurous spirit and her knack for getting into all sorts of mischief. One sunny morning, she found herself in the box of doom, taken by the metal monster to the office of Dr. Anderson. Luna was gazing longingly at the world outside, wishing she could be out playing instead of in this horrible place. But her paw really hurt after last night's adventures, and her mama seemed very worried. Inside the clinic, the soft hum of fluorescent lights and the gentle whir of medical equipment surrounded Luna as she nervously waited for her turn to see the vet. Her once sleek fur was now ruffled and matted, and there was a pronounced limp in her left front leg. Luna had taken quite a tumble, and she was determined to share her tale. Dr. Anderson, a kind and patient veterinarian, entered the room with a warm smile. "Hello, Luna," she said soothingly as she examined her injury. "How did this happen?" Luna took a deep breath, her eyes widening with dramatic flair. "Oh, Dr. Anderson, you won't believe it. I was in a fierce battle with a group of mischievous monkeys. They swung from the tree branches, chattering and throwing bananas at me. There must have been about 20 of them. I leapt, I pounced, and I fought valiantly, but in the end, they pushed me off a cliff." Dr. Anderson blinked in surprise. "Monkeys on a cliff, you say? That's quite an adventure, Luna." But Luna wasn't finished. Her imagination soared. "Yes, indeed, but that wasn't even the most thrilling part. After I tumbled off the cliff, I fell through the jungle, I found myself in the lair of a cunning tiger. We locked eyes, and I knew it was a battle of wits. We circled each other, each trying to outsmart the other, until finally I outwitted the ferocious beast and made my escape. Dr. Anderson couldn't help but chuckle. You have quite the imagination, Luna. But let's be serious. What really happened? Luna sighed and lowered her head. Well, if you must know, Dr. Anderson, I was just being my usual curious self. I was exploring a wall, trying to catch a particularly elusive butterfly, when I slipped and fell. The vet smiled warmly, her eyes filled with understanding. Ah, I see. Well, accidents happen, even to the bravest of adventurers like you, Luna. With gentle care, Dr. Anderson tended to Luna's injury, cleaning the wound and applying a bandage. Luna, though disappointed that her story of monkeys and tigers wasn't real, couldn't help but purr in contentment at the attention she received. As Luna left the vet clinic with a lighter heart, with a horrible collar and a freshly bandaged leg, she couldn't help but chuckle to herself. Maybe, just maybe, I should leave the real adventures in the stories I tell and stay safe in the future. I'm sure Luna will be back to her usual fun adventures soon, but I really wish she wouldn't make me worry and come home injured like she did yesterday. We will never know what really happened, but it was fun to imagine her story. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you have any lingering questions or want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further, whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics. I'm here to guide you on your English journey. Reach out to me through my website or social media platforms, and let's embark on a personalized learning experience together. I have been involved with training people for more than 10 years. I've been teaching English as a second language for over a year, in which time I have taught over 500 students, many of whom are regulars. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining our Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps us bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of our show. Your support truly means the world to me, and we couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining us on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.